Hello, I'm looking at episode number, I think it's 435 of the TEW 2020 Challenge Run. This is going to be Monday Night Raw for week 4 of October 2023. We are doing the Halloween Havoc TV special. It is very, very, very annoying that it's October week 4 in game and it's December in real life. Especially this close to the Rumble. It's like, it's an ick to me because I've normally been like on par this time of year. But shit happens. I'm going to have to get over it. I know people care less than I do, but like, it's an ick to me. Anyway, we've got 3 matches tonight. Spin the wheel, make the deal. The first being Tag Team Championships. My Wrestling Academia's Dio Senpai Manny-kun against Imperium. The other is the Tag Team match between the Cyclone and the House of Black. And the main event, WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Xavier Woods. We also have Rhea Ripley against Shayna Baszler. The winner of that match will defend the title at Cyber Sunday against either Charlotte, Sasha Banks, or Bayley. And definitely have another match I announced. The other two My Wrestling Academia Championship matches. Those being Young Sensei defending the Cruiserweight Championship against Dante Rios, and Zelina Vega and Saray challenging Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Without any more further ado, though, let's jump straight into this pretty stacked television special. We open up with an intro for Halloween Havoc, narrated by and starring the My Wrestling Academia boys. They're all in some sort of anime-themed cosplay. I don't know. Maybe it's themed like a specific anime group. Maybe they're all just wearing specific anime character costumes. Maybe they're the Straw Hat Pirates or something. And yeah. It does end with the scene of Dio and Manny walking into frame, spinning the wheel, with the wheel revealing they will be in, I think it's called like Stairway to Heaven, or Stairway to Hell, or whatever, which is just the fancy Halloween name for a ladder match in WWE, which will be kicking off the show. It'll be a Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match. It'll be Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci taking on My Wrestling Academia's Dio Senpai and Manny-kun. Now, 76, for a match involving, actually, looking at these performances, that's actually not that good. Because fucking Dio gone 85. Dio Madden outscored Ludwig Kaiser in this match. That's bizarre. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the opening segment as well, Dio and Manny tell Sensei, Saray, Zelina, Carl and Reggie and all them that they want to do this alone. They don't need... If Gunner's not going to be out there with them, then they don't need the other anime boys by their side, which of course does lead to Ludwig collecting those championships and making defense number 2 with the Raw Tag Team titles here. The My Wrestling Academia boys come up short. 87 for Giovanni Vinci, 84 for Ludwig Kaiser, 85 for Dio, and a 64 for Manny. Which, yeah, when you put it like that 76 is kind of disappointing. You know? It should have been like at least an 80 odd. But yes, it is Imperium retaining the Tag Team Championships over My Wrestling Academia's Manny and Dio. We then head back to Batista's office. The New Day are in there in their New Day, Halloween costume. And there it's their turn to spin the wheel for the main event between Drew McIntyre and Xavier Woods. And the wheel lands on Weapons Wild, which, is what it sounds like. It's one of the 200 different ways of saying no disqualification. But, actually, no, I think it will have the weapons outside the ring. I think that is the difference. But yes, Weapons Wild will be the stipulation for the Xavier Woods versus Drew McIntyre Championship match later on tonight. And again, Xavier Woods tells the boys he's got to go it alone, The whole reason he got this title opportunity was after he fought Gunter and he went to war with Gunter at Unforgiven. He's on a quest to prove that he specifically is WWE Championship caliber. And if he's got the rest of the New Day out there, then it's not him proving that he's on that level. So, he's got to tell Kofi and E to stay in the back for the main event. We then get this, which is a generic, backstage segment where everybody's in their Halloween gear. I've got Sol Ruca and Zoe Stark on screen. But there's a bunch of them. The entire Raw mid-card who's not booked on the show, really. The would wear Halloween costumes are all there. Then Jeff Jarrett and Baron Corbin. I put Baron Corbin, I meant Cameron Grimes. I forgot I've removed... Yeah, Jeff Jarrett and Cameron Grimes walk in, you know, saying that, you know, Halloween is a joke. Okay, you know, we could have bought the finest Halloween costumes, we could have bought the fanciest costumes here, but we're grown men. We don't care about this poxy holiday. This is the worst holiday known to man. And Cameron Grimes like, well, you know, I think that I've got enough money to buy this whole arena and shut this goddamn thing down. And then he turns around and the Titus World Records are there in Halloween gear. I can't think of a band with 4 male members and 1 female member, but maybe the boys are all dressed up as the Beatles and Billy Kay's dressed up as a completely different female musician, like Lady Gaga or some shit. And then they love Halloween, of course. So, you know, for this damn, you know, tomfoolery, they're gonna get him, and then maybe they smash a pumpkin over Cameron Grimes' head or something. I don't know, funny Halloween segment. You figure it out. I don't have specifics for this one. We then got backstage. Dio and Manny defeated. Walking through the hallway, they pass Sensei. Sensei's going out for the Cruiserweight title match. Sensei goes, unlucky boys, you know, I was really rooting for you. You know, we could have been out there, you know, we could have helped you. You know, having me by your side would have really, you know, helped get in the heads of those Imperium boys. Manny goes, yeah, well, you know, it's... If we had the numbers advantage, what kind of heroes are we? Okay? If we had any kind of, you know, cheap way to ensure victory, believe me, we'd have taken it. But that sort of thing just doesn't exist, especially with the pendant gone. Sensei goes, yeah, I guess, you know, like... integrity of, you know, keeping my wrestling academia alive and being the heroes is more important. But hey, you know, we've got 2 more matches tonight. Maybe, who knows, maybe we can still work out winners just yet. And Sensei leaves for the Cruiserweight title match coming up next. Young Sensei against Dante Rios. Gets a 64. Sensei defeats Dante Rios in 11-12 with a Go no Boomerang to make him his number 2 of the Cruiserweight title. Sensei with a 52, Dante Rios with a 54. 64 even. And the match gets a 64 as well. Sensei recently, you know, since winning this championship, has been... Well, even before then, even since the match with Scripps at SummerSlam, picking up a lot of wins. I don't even think Sensei's taken a defeat. You know, from 0 to hero, I guess, young Sensei, with that championship. The pridest possession in the Cruiserweight division currently held by a wrestler dressed like Deku, I assume, is what Sensei would wear for a Halloween Havoc show. Because, you know, my wrestling academia. Because, you know, Sensei, like, when Dio and Manny got released in real life and they, like, started teasing anime shit, they were talking to Kid Banda and stuff like that. So, like, yeah. Like, we're, like, 2 steps away from this being reality, which is always a fun time. But, yeah, enough rambling. Sensei does retain the Cruiserweight Championship here tonight. We then get a backstage interview. Kathy Kelly catches up with a victorious Imperium, still in their, you know, gear and all that. After the win, it goes Imperium, you know, tough opening match, you know, ladder match, not really the kind of match you guys specialize in, but you did manage to pick up the win. And he goes, well, it shouldn't be a surprise, Kathy Kelly, because when we say the mat is sacred and this sport is sacred, what we are defending these championships from, what we are defending this sport from, is people like those 2 idiots we fought tonight. It doesn't matter what kind of stipulation that stupid wheel that they decided to spin gave them, because this ring belongs to Imperium, and it won't be taken away by losers like Dio and Mansoor. And then Gunter walks in. He goes, now Kathy, Ludwig and Gio, they've talked enough about their win tonight. Their night is over. They're victorious. Still the Raw Tag Team Champions. Who you need to be talking to, Kathy Kelly, is the Ring General. Because tonight, Drew McIntyre, the World Heavyweight Champion, also has to deal with an embarrassment to the professional wrestling industry. He has to deal with Xavier Woods. A man I beat, mind you, and Unforgiven last month. But yet here he is, getting a championship opportunity, and not the Ring General. Well, I say, that's bullshit. And then Gunter and Kofi walk in. Or Gunter and Kofi. Big E and Kofi. They go, Mel, Gunter, you know, you're right, you know. You did beat Woods, unforgiven, and you did prove that, you are one of the top guys here on Raw, but I think that Xavier Woods held his own against you in that ring, even in defeat. And Gunn goes, well, if the state of the World Championship picture revolves around people who lost, like Xavier Woods, then that's quite, frankly, an embarrassment to the state of this sport. And don't even get me started on that YouTube goof, Logan Paul, thinking he's entitled to a World Championship match. And then Batista sort of walks past, he just sort of looks. He goes, can I help you guys? Gunther, I can't help but hear you complaining over here. Well, you see, you do make a couple of points, Gunther. You are one of the top guys here on Raw, and you do deserve to be in contention for the World Heavyweight Championship. Or WWE Championship, even. So here's what we're going to do tonight. Our main event, we just spanned the wheel with these boys earlier on tonight. It's going to be Weapons Wild, Drew McIntyre against Xavier Woods. But the winner of that match, there's no rest, because they're going to defend their championship in just under 2 weeks' time, once again in Las Vegas for Cyber Sunday. And they will defend the championship, Gunther, potentially against you. It'll be a fan vote. It will be either Drew McIntyre or Xavier Woods. Whoever doesn't leave tonight is the WWE champion. It'll be Gunther. And yes, as much as it may irritate me, if people think he deserves the shot, they can vote him in. It may even be Logan Paul. So yeah. Extra stakes added to tonight, Whoever wins the WWE Championship main event tonight, no rest for them, because they're going to be defending it again at Cyber Sunday against either Gunther, the other person in tonight's main event, like whoever doesn't leave the champion, or Logan Paul. Cody then comes to the ring. He goes, so, what do you guys want to talk about? You see, I just saw Dave Batista, the Dave Batista, Raw General Manager, on that screen backstage, and he was talking about those who deserve a shot at the WWE Championship. Gunther, he's one of those guys. Xavier Woods, he's getting one shot tonight, and if he wins the championship tonight, Drew McIntyre, he would be entitled to that rematch as well. But unfortunately, there's one name who should be in that mix for a rematch. A one-on-one rematch with the champion that I never got. But instead, I'm being, dragged away from reclaiming destiny by a bitter Christian Cage. Now, not Cage, I keep calling him Cage. Christian. Now, my future with Christian is up in you guys' hands. You can go onto the Connell TEW community page right now and you can vote for what kind of match me and Christian are going to have. It could be my daddy's favorite Texas bull rope. It could be Falls Count Anywhere. Or it could be Christian's way to get in my head a casket match. Now Christian, he's come out here and he's talked a lot of crap about my father, about the American dream, but without the American dream, Christian, none of us would be here. Without the American dream, there would be no American Nightmare. Without no American Nightmare, I damn sure don't think there'd be as strong of a Monday Night Raw as there is right now. But you're going to come out here and you're going to keep saying, my daddy wasn't crap. Well, if he wasn't crap, well, what's your big guy, what's your Dijak all about if I beat him one-on-one in the center of that ring last week? And believe me, it was a tough battle. That Dijak, he's a hell of a talent, Christian, but you're hiding behind him. Christian then comes out, if Dijak goes, Cody, you keep blabbling your mouth, it's the same crap every single week. Cody's going to come out here, they're going to sing your song, they're going to chant along with you, and they're going to eat out of the palm of your hands. Believe me, I've seen a lot of people do that before, including your daddy. And it does make me laugh, because everything you said was true, Cody. Your daddy wasn't shit. But even so, you're still in his shadow. You're never going to be as popular as he was, Cody. Even though you've been WWE Champion, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Because you lost it. Okay? Now, unlike me, the real reigning 24/7 champion right here, I'm a real champion you can all be proud of. I'm a real father figure you can all be proud of. I'm influential to the career of Dijak, who never would have got a main event against you if he wasn't under my wing. So, Cody, you can take whatever silly match type you want, whether you want to be your daddy's match, whether you want to be in a casket just like him, or whether you want to be in a false count anywhere match. It doesn't matter, because when you get in the ring with Christian, you're going to get shown up. Cody goes, you say I'm the same old crap. That you're going to come out here, you're going to throw the same insults at me they've been throwing at me for 3 weeks. Christian, none of it's going to get to me anymore. You've said your piece about my dad. Everyone knows you're lying. But hey, I'd be damn proud to live in the shadow of the American dream. Because if this was a situation where a legendary professional wrestler, a legendary WWE Hall of Famer, had me in their shadow, well then, Christian, we'd finally have something in common there, wouldn't we? Because everybody knows when Christian comes out, they know they're going to get some lines that are going to do the rounds on social media. They're going to get a couple of people in this arena to go ooh and to go ah. But at the end of the day, most people watching, when they see Christian coming out, they're going to ask one question. Where's Edge? And Christian just goes, where's Edge, huh? You think you cut deep with that one, Cody, huh? You think you cut deep? Well, I'll tell you, because it's not going to be a real question. Because anyone who's asking, where's Edge, I've got an answer for him. Edge isn't here. Edge will never be here again. Okay? I took care of that idiot back at SummerSlam. And just like at Cyber Sunday, I'm going to take care of you. And Dijak, tonight, he's going to take care of you. Get him, champ. Dijak still into the ring. Cody takes his suit jacket off. Dijak gets onto the apron. Cody's there ready to fight him. Dijak ready to step. He has 1 foot over the top rope. And Christian goes, oh, no. On second thought, he's not worth it. And then he orders Dijak to step down. And they both leave. Go to the back. Cody just laughs. We then see Chad Gable, Andy Ogogo, and Mackie. They're looking around for Otis, because Otis has got a match with Elton Prince tonight. And they're wondering, where's he gone? They open his locker room door, and he storms out. He's got a leather face mask on. He's got a chainsaw, but it's not turned on. He makes this big screaming noise. Mackie, is terrified. Gable and Ogogo just look at him, all confused. Mackie's hiding behind Andy Ogogo. And Gable goes, Otis, what are you doing, huh? And he sadly takes the leather face mask off. And he goes, it's Halloween, I'm a big horror guy. He goes, yes, I know you're a big horror guy, but tonight's not about dressing up like your favorite Hollywood characters. Tonight's about, getting revenge on those Maximum Male models. You've got a match with Elton Prince, one half of Pretty Deadly. And you've got to defeat him in case, you've got to run it back at Cyber Sunday with Master Gable, Ogogo, and Mackie by your side. And Otis goes, I'll kick his ass, champ. Don't worry about it. We then cut backstage. Kathy Kelly's with the Cyclone. They're spinning the wheel and making the deal. They get the trick or street fight. Which, you're probably asking, isn't that the same match as Weapons Wild? Probably. Yeah, they're probably all the same, skin of a no disqualification match. But they're listed as 2 different things on the wheel. And I put them all on the wheel. I rigged the ladder match one, because I wanted that to be the stipulation for the tag match. But the other 2 were legitimate spins. And I would have picked something different, but this is what the wheel gave me. So I guess they're both just no DQ matches. But it's them against the House of Black, Brody King and Aleister Black later on tonight in a trick or treat fight. 82. Rhea gets a 97, Shayna gets an 80. I probably could have guessed there'd be not a lot of psychology here, but again, the outcome wasn't really in question. Rhea defeats Shayna. We've tied in 13-25 to make them as number 2 of the women's title. 97 for Rhea Ripley, 80 for Shayna Baszler. There was no stipulation here, it was just a straight women's title match. Then after the match, Rhea's celebrating when all of her challengers walk out on the ramp. Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte. And Rhea just sort of looks at them and goes, come on, who wants next? Who wants next? And they're all just sort of laughing and looking at her going, yeah, you know, it's going to be me. I'm going to be next. Ariana Grace is there gassing Charlotte up going, it's going to be the queen, okay? You're going to regret asking who's next because who is next is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, Charlotte Flair. And we all know that stepping in the ring with Charlotte Flair makes you a superstar, but it isn't going to make you a superstar when she makes you tap out and takes your championship that you worked so hard to get back. And Charlotte goes, you know, for once, you've actually said something of a note. You know, I'll give you that one. We then cut backstage to Batista's office. And Becky storms in. And he goes, can I help you? Becky goes, yeah, you can, actually. You know, you put me, ever since I lost at SummerSlam, you put me on heat. I've been doing heat duty, you know, my role's been, you know, helping the other girls up, but it's a role I've been enjoying. But am I not earned my spot back on Raw yet? Batista goes, look, Becky, you know, undoubtedly one of the most popular and the best women's stars in this division, and quite frankly, it's missing you a lot. But I just don't know if you're ready to hang with the top acts here on Raw's women's division right now. After after SummerSlam, we gotta take our baby steps with you. You know, Becky just laughs. Baby steps, baby steps. Okay, well, I'm gonna baby step my ass out of here because, you know, quite frankly, you need me more than I need you. So, you know, consider this the last time you'll see me until, you know, you get your act together, Dave. And then Becky storms out. Yeah. She storms out. Becky in the game is going on her acting thing in a week, so she won't be here for next week's episode of Raw. So she's gone for at least a couple of months. I don't know how long the TV shooting thing will last. 70. Just a quick this match was only added because I like to have 7 matches on a show, and the in-ring stuff in the matches on this show went a little bit long. So Otis vs. Elton Prince only goes 6 minutes. Otis does beat him with a World's Strongest Slam in 6 minutes and 6 seconds. 71 for Otis, 63 for Elton Prince. Not too shabby. We then cut backstage. Grayson Waller, he's in a skippy mood. You know, he hates Halloween, so he's not dressed up. And he knocks on the LA Extreme door, and he comes in. And he's like, alright lads, alright. And then everybody who's in the group that isn't Dominic just like glares at him. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here? And he goes, alright, where's my best mate Dirty Dom? And then they go, he's not here this week. And he goes, alright lad, well, I want you to just tell him, you know, that I got it. Got that big match, Intercontinental Championship, Sheamus. Next week it's gonna, what a hoot it's gonna be, lad. I'm gonna be the new Intercontinental Champion. And then they all just sort of shrug and go, right, what's it got to do with us? What's it got to do with Dirty Dom anyway? He goes, well, come on, you know, well, as Dominic's friends. And they all just sort of roll their eyes there. He goes, and then I'm Dirty Dom's best friend, so surely we are also friends, you know. And then Santa's like, well, you thought wrong, Grayson. He goes, well, I don't need friends, I'm going to be a champion, huh? So next week you're going to sit back here and you'll still be miserable, and I'm going to be the Intercontinental Champion? It's going to be right laugh, lad. You'll see then you're missing out. You're missing out on being friends with Grayson Waller. I'll tell you that right now. Then he leaves, and then they all just sit back down, just continue doing what they were doing. We then get a video package. Starts with Jade Cargill, you know. It's basically, you know, they did an Ilya Corbin video package that's sort of similar to the vibe I want here, where it's like showing Ilya's life and then Corbin's life. But it's showing, like, Jade Cargill's rise and how she, like, looks like a superstar. She has all of this shit. All the expensive clothes, the famous husband, the money, the fame, the yada yada yada. The tournament created specifically for her to become Liberty Champion, the big SummerSlam debut, all of that. And then Roxy, you know, waking up, the average day of her life, you know, trying to dreaming to get to WWE, and then finally busting her ass to become Liberty Champion. You know, just the everyday David versus the silver-spooned Goliath. You know, because Jade does have a Liberty Championship match coming up for winning the Mae Young Classic. But Roxy might not even be the champion because she has got to get past Utami Hayashishita on SmackDown, which is a tough ask. 81? Holy shit, that's actually really good. Alexa's Playground. Again, it's not actually cinematic, it's a tornado tag match. Ringside area is covered in, like, playground themed stuff. And, yeah. Alexa and Nikki Cross are the champions. They come out with Joe Gacy. Saray and Zelina come out alone. In cosplay, probably. You know, Saray's in the Sailor Moon gear. Zelina's in the Street Fighter gear she wore at the Rumble. And, yeah. Joe Gacy is, of course, out there with Alexa and Nikki. And then he does start becoming a bit of a factor in the match. When Sensei runs out and Sensei comes out and, like, lays out Joe Gacy. And then just the presence of Sensei being, like, around. The other two girls get all fired up, just knowing Sensei's out there. And in the end, Zelina does hit that code red on Nikki Cross. And Saray and Zelina Vega become the women's tag team champions. 65 for Nikki Cross, 77 for Alexa Bliss, 78 for Zelina Vega, and a 62 for Saray. And they're celebrating, they're hugging each other. Sensei's coming in, hugging them. Get the picture of Sensei holding the Cruiserweight title up. Zelina and Saray holding up the tag titles when we just hear Joe Gacy start laughing over the mic. He goes, "Congratulations, girls. Enjoy the ride. Because you may have won tonight, but you are not going to win the war if you keep acting how you do. Now, I don't know when or where it's going to be, but I sure do hope we run into each other again. Because when or if we do, you won't be the same people you are right now. You'll have learnt that not everything in life goes the way you think it will go, and there's always something lurking behind you, ready to snap your neck and leave you in a pool of your own sorrows and sadness, and I forgive you." And then they all sort of just look at Joe Gacy, and then the lights go off and he leaves, and they were sort of looking confused, like, what the fuck? What happened there? But anyway, celebrations continue. Women's Tag Team Champions, Zelina Vega and Saray. We then get a quick video package, AJ and the other girls plotting their comeback to Raw, you know. AJ misses when she used to have power, basically. Whether that be, you know, physical power, or literal power, metaphorical power in the form of the championship. And it's about time she starts to try and regain that power through any means necessary. 88. Let's go. Banger. The House of Black against the Cyclone Trick or Street fight. In 18 minutes, 11 seconds, it is the House of Black picking up the win when Aleister Black pins Ricochet with a Black Mass in 1811. 75 for Brody King, 86 for Aleister Black, 94 for Ricochet, and 92 for Bronson Reed. And yeah, the House, we know the House, but now the House is back, and they're, you know, becoming a very quick, formidable force here in the Raw Tag Team division. Next week, though, as just announced earlier on tonight, Grayson Waller and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. That match will be going down on next week's show. You know, there's been a long time coming. I think it was Unforgiven that Grayson Waller came back and laid out Sheamus with that stunner. So yeah, long time coming, nearly 2 months worth of build. But it is taking place next week's episode of Raw. It probably will be the main event. And also set for next week after their interaction earlier on tonight, it will be Titus World Records, R-Truth, and Slim Shanky taking on Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and Cameron Grimes. But then, moving on to Cyber Sunday, we learned officially earlier on tonight that it will be Rhea Ripley heading into the show as the WWE Women's Champion, where she will defend the championship against either Sasha Banks, Bayley, or Charlotte Flair. You know, the choice is entirely up to you, but there will also be a WWE Championship match, as either Drew McIntyre or Xavier Woods, yet to be determined, will defend the belt against either Gunther, the other member of the main event tonight that doesn't walk out the champion, or Logan Paul. And an 88 rated main event, which is a pretty good main event. Xavier Woods proving that he does hang. He actually does outscore the WWE Champion here tonight. But Drew McIntyre does defeat Xavier Woods in 17 minutes and 3 seconds of a Claymore to make defense number 3 of the WWE Championship. 88 for Drew McIntyre and a 92 for Xavier Woods. And then after the match, Drew continues the attack. He continues to attack him with the chairs and headbutts. And he does the Claymore, and he goes to throw him through the table with that inverted Alabama slam. And the New Day run out, Kofi and Big E. They try and fight off Drew. But then Imperium again. You know, we've seen them recently. They've got issues with the New Day. They're also lingering around the WWE Championship picture. They come out and they fight off the New Day. Cody's music hits, and the American Nightmare, he storms to the ring, he jumps up to the top rope, he does a big dive to the outside, wiping out everybody. And yeah, Cody Rhodes wipes them all out. Maybe Drew drops him of a Claymore, because Cody did pin Drew last time. So maybe Halloween Havoc ends with Drew McIntyre Claymoring Cody Rhodes and standing tall over because they're all still at ringside as well. I know, the closing shot will be they're all down, all members of Imperium, all members of New Day, and Cody, and then Drew stands on the announce table just holding the belt up. And then that's the last shot of the show.
Finalmente lo he descubierto. Entonces, eres tú quien tiene el poder después de todo. Necesito alertar a las demás.
91. I'll take that. That's a pretty good show. Yeah. What matters more than the 91, of course, is what you think of the show. Quite a short episode of Raw today, because again, it is very in-ring centric, which is what happens. So, I'll see you next time for episode 436, which will be ECW and the fallout for High Voltage. And I can think of at least one very long segment that should probably be taking place on that show. So, I'll see you then. Wait! No, I won't, but I forgot. Heat kicks off with some tag team action. It is ECW's Birds of Prey, that being Valkyria and Killer Kelly, defeating the newly formed tag team from the Mayhem Classic of Zoe Stark and Sol Ruca. Killer Kelly pins Sol with a super kick. 63 for Killer Kelly, 73 for Lyra, 48 for Zoe, and a 49 for Sol. These two are new, but I don't mind beating them because they're not new, so I've got to make sure they're unbeaten. They're getting that competitive, slow but sure introduction to the division. And I really felt Lyra and Kelly needed a win. I recently beat them and I didn't really want to, so they can just get a win back over Zoe and Sol here. Should be fine for all involved. Danny Jordan then picks up another person I felt like I've given a lot of, because she's been floating as a babyface on Raw. So I thought, yeah, let's give her a win. She can beat Chelsea Green in 9:56. 78 for Danny Jordan, 53 for Chelsea Green. And 74 for the match. It's actually pretty good, all things considered. A 60 rated tag team match. Tatum Paxi and Ivy Nile pick up a win over Tiffany Stratton and Mariah May, when Tatum pins Mariah May with the Paxplex. 72 for Tatum, 69 for Ivy, 60 for Tiff, and 23 for Mariah May. And then our main event gets a 79. I'm glad that did good, because I booked it in, I'm thinking, yeah, that'll be sick. It's Florence defeating Meiko Satomura in 16:38 with the Rain Flow. Florence gets an 85 and a 68 for Meiko Satomura. And yeah, pretty banging match to end Heat. Again, most of the actual women's storylines right now are on the main show, so Heat hasn't really got a story thing. Becky just walked out, so, who knows when the next Heat-centric story is going to break out. But this show does get a 77, very in-ring focused episode just all around today, you know, across Halloween Havoc and here. With a couple, you know, spliced in Halloween segments. But what matters more is what you thought of the show, like I said before. So just let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for ECW, the sign-off I already started doing, where I'm sure we'll get the fallout for the Bloodline stuff or from High Voltage, among other things. See you then.